All right, I'm just going to adjust my camera there. There we go. Okay, welcome to Hypno News. All the hypnosis news that you need for the week to keep you in the know. As you can see, I am flying solo tonight. Grant is still away on assignment, so I will. He's hoping that we will be back together here next week at our regular time. And we will let everybody know exactly when that's going to be next week. So until then, we will carry on. So a few things that we need to talk about. Of course, the Heartland Hypnosis Conference just finished, and by all accounts was a overwhelming success. I've seen lots of really great Facebook posts. I've seen lots of collaboration coming from that conference. And again, it's that's what the conferences are designed for. Is for us to get together and actually talk about what is going on and can't help, as things present themselves. So, all that said, I'm going to jump in here and we're going to show that on the screen. I believe, nope, that's not what I want. I want. There's what I want. I'll just drop me in the bottom corner, just like that. Okay, so upcoming conferences. The Hypno Expo 2025 is coming up here in less than a couple of weeks. Well, maybe just a little more than a couple of weeks. If you fly in on the 15th, that's 2 weeks from today. So there you go. And it's in Orlando, Florida. You can get all the information you want from the Hypnosis Alliance website. Again, it's going to be a gem. Let's put it that way. This one probably has already scheduled all their speakers. So if you are a speaker and you're looking for places to speak, conferences to speak at, keep your eyes open because they advertise usually well in advance to make sure they have enough speakers to fill their schedules. This one, of course, is already done. But we move on. Of course, the biggest conference in hypnosis, and I like the way Scott put this. It is not just better; it is different. This is Hypnothoughts Live, and Scott and Stephanie put on an absolutely amazing conference. Imagine 700 or so hypnotists all in the same hotel, sharing, learning, connecting, and of course, having lots of fun. There's always something to do, and there's always people to meet, and you can visit the Hypnothoughts Live website. There are tickets still available for this. The ticket price will go up again. A couple of things that you also want to make sure that you do sooner rather than later. Book your hotel. The conference hotel is actually a really good deal. It saves you on a lot of Uber costs and so on and so forth because you are right on the strip there. But definitely take advantage of all the potential of this conference. If you've never been, I can't recommend this one enough. The Hypnothoughts that I went to conference was absolutely amazing. So Hypnothoughts Live coming up in July. And so there was a price increase on April 1st. There will be another one July 18th, 19th, 20th. There's pre-conferences and post-conferences. So definitely check it out. And you won't be disappointed with this one for sure. All right. Now we've got the National Guild of Hypnotists in August. They've got some training going on. And their 75th anniversary convention, is that going to come up here? Maybe it's not. Oh, there it is. August 8th to August 10th. Marlborough, Massachusetts. So again, plan in accordance. If you're an NGH member, this would be one that you want to take in. If you are looking at NGH as an opportunity to train or as an opportunity to learn from, uh, again, no worries. They're definitely something that you can take advantage of. But their 75th anniversary, and that's important. When we talk about long-standing organizations, 75 years. They're here. They are obviously doing something that is important, and they have expanded out to help um, the world of hypnosis. Let's put it that way, because they do a lot more than just a little bit of training here and there, and so on and so forth. There is a lot going on with NGH. You can take advantage of that in August. So July, August. So we kick into September, and of course, our good friend Dan Bayette and the Michigan International Hypnosis Conference, they just closed their speaker applications. So if you missed out again this year, you're going to want to set a reminder for next year to get your speaker applications in. It is still early registration because it is September. It is a ways away in September. You can see here the keynotes this year, Carolyn Ching, and of course, a good friend of mine, Vinny Brigance. He and I have been on TikTok a few times together and met up a couple of times in other forums. Absolutely excellent hypnotists, both of them are, of course. But again, Michigan is in September. It's still nice. There isn't. It's not like Canada where there's a possibility that there could be snow on the ground. That usually doesn't happen in September in this part of Michigan. So Dan puts on a really great conference. I know he's got lots of swag. He occasionally sends me a little teaser to remind me that I should come to Michigan, and I will as soon as I retire from teaching. That'll be my go-to conference in September, just to get away from what would normally be considered school time. But yeah, it is a great conference. Again, one of the conferences where you can connect with people and spend some quality time, either learning from them, discussing things with them, just getting to know them. It's Hypnosis is great for that, but it is a big conference. There's a lot of people there. Here you have a smaller setting, and you can focus a little more of your energy on the things that you want to learn and the people that you want to know. All right, and speaking of annual conferences, this is the SCEH Annual Conference 2025. If you have just enough time, you can still send in a speaker submission for this one here. You better do it quickly, though, because by my clock, it's already 7:30 on May 1st. This one here is geared more towards, multidisciplinary care. So if you are somebody who is a little more closely aligned with the medical field, please, feel free to drop a speaker proposal in here. Their conference, of course, is in October, so we've covered all the way to October. But just wait, because we're not done yet. There's also the Mid-America Hypnosis Conference in October 17th to 19th in Arlington Heights, Illinois. And you can see the countdown here. 168 days to that. That'll go by like nothing. The one thing that I've learned dealing with the conferences is that it doesn't really take a whole lot to. It really doesn't take a whole lot to lose time when it comes to organizing. There are a lot of little steps. There are a lot of puzzle pieces that need to be fit together in order to pull off a conference. And so Mid-America, October 17th to the 19th. And here we go. There's the prices. And a little bit about the conference itself if you've never been. Again, it is There we are, Dr. Richard Bandler. I was actually just talking about him, believe it or not. I teach a course on I am teaching a course on hypnosis, and I was just going through some of the notable contributions to hypnosis. And we talk about NLP and how much hypnosis borrows from NLP. So the contribution may not be a direct contribution, but everything that they put out from NLP, I'm sure I've used multiple NLP processes in many of my uh, with many of my clients. Let's put it that way. So definitely a speaker to be heard. And I'm going to apologize now because I should have had this one in June. It's a good thing I can almost sort of type a little bit. There we go. All right, Mid-America, you're done. But the Pacific Northwest Conference, again, this is one that Jim was organizing with Anthony Gitch. Anthony is carrying on with it here, and this will be in Seattle. So the other thing that you notice, Saturday, June 7th and June 8th on Sunday, but I want you to notice we've got conferences in Las Vegas, we've got conferences on the East Coast, we've got conferences kind of in the Midwest, and then we've got conferences on the West Coast. And when you look at the amount of conferences, it may seem like a lot, but recognize we are covering a lot of territory, and there are a lot of hypnotists that will go to multiple conferences. So theme for this one, inspiring excellence through education. I can't disagree with that. Being a teacher, I think education can be used for excellence, definitely. And one of those things again. It when you know better, you do better. So if you're looking for a place to do some learning, this would be a place to check out. And again, June in Seattle, I am told, is a nice time. No snow. And then when there is snow here in Canada, I get to pop out to Las Vegas for the Performing Hypnosis Summit. This one, of course, Jim and Grant started and definitely been a staunch supporter of. And you can see there, we've got our own countdown timer. There really isn't a lot of time. It looks like it, 266 days. Wow, that sounds like a lot. The reality is, if you take that and you take a look at it, we are in May. We have 6 months and a few weeks to get things set up and going. And so that's getting speaker proposals. That's looking at what kind of swag needs to happen. What kind of tech do we need to support our speakers? Setting up the online piece of this conference, because this is one of the only hybrid conferences out there where we have live sessions going, streaming, and we also have the online stream that is completely online going. And so one of the things that I've noticed this last year was that we've had a few people who were attending in person that wanted to watch the online, and you had to figure out how to juggle that with all the people they wanted to see while they were in person. The one thing I can say is this conference has some really high quality, world class speakers. When you look at somebody like Tom Silver coming in and laying out his strategies for getting on TV and getting into halftime shows and all the things that Tom has done over his career, and just offering it and saying, "Here, guys, take it and run with it." Excuse me. That doesn't happen every day. That doesn't happen at every conference. So when we have people like John Sorbonne and Sean Michael Andrews and oh gosh, the list goes on and on and on. Deanna Nunez, who again delivered an amazing uh, talk on the business, and we have some up and coming people that also delivered some amazing talks as well. Richard Cole, of course, kicking it all off as the conference keynote, and this conference came about because of connection. Jim was connected to a lot of us, and it's grown since then. So definitely, if you have any interest whatsoever in either being a performing hypnotist, or maybe you're just going to be doing demonstrations and you're a clinical hypnotist, this would be a place to come and check out and pick up some skills. Excuse me. Apologize. I've been talking for almost 2.5 hours here straight. So anyway, so look at that. 266 days, now we're down under that 15-hour mark. Just with what I was saying. So by all means, please double check, all of the conference pages. Of course, with PHS, we are going to be putting out the call for speakers fairly soon, and we've got a few other things on the go behind the scenes to get ready. Of course, Dan will be and has been a really great supporter. So from Michigan to Vegas of our conference, and has built up some video for us and a few other things. And of course, does his interviews as well. So there were a lot of interviews that were completed during the summit. So yeah, it is a jam-packed day with lots of great speakers. We have group events at night if you want to participate in them. We've gone to see Kevin Lepine's Hypnosis Unleashed show in the Four Queens as a group, and then Kevin, of course, has been very gracious with his time and stayed to answer questions and so on and so forth. For the group, Catherine Hickman, of course, has contributed to the conference as well, hosting an event and doing her performance, which is phenomenal. There's no way no other way to describe it. She is a powerhouse of an entertainer, and if you ever get the opportunity to hear her sing, that is an amazing experience right then and there. So shout out to Catherine and to Todd for hosting us. So lots to do, lots to see. Excuse me. And with all of that, I am going to hide that from the stream. I'm going to come back to the big screen. Look at that. There's the rest of me. And I'm going to say, this is Sean Kostyk. Take care, stay well, be awesome, and we will see you all next week with Hypno News. Cheers.